Confirmation of this result then of the third one-day international between South Africa and India. South Africa won the toss, decided they would field first. India batted 303 for 6, courtesy of their captain, who scored 160 not out. Dhawan with 76 as well. South Africa 179 all out, just a half century from Dumini. India by 124 runs. To Sean Pollock now with the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of this third Momentum One-Day International between South Africa and India. India winning it by 124 runs and going 3-0 up in the series. We'd like to thank Momentum for their continued support and introduce you to the Momentum family of the day, the Human family here from Cape Town. There's 4 of them and they'll be handing over the Man of the Match award when we decide on who that person is. First of all, let's have a chat with the South African captain, Aiden Markram. Aiden, obviously that's disappointing. Is it more the manner of the loss than the actual fact that you've lost?
Yeah, everything's disappointing about it, Polly. Yet again, not up to scratch. And as much as they played really well, we do have to give them credit. I thought Virat obviously batted incredibly well. And then their spinners played a massive role yet again. They bowled incredibly well. So, but we've got ourselves to blame as well. So we got to keep getting better and keep trying harder.
Had to chase just over 300. What did you think was a pass score, having bowled first?
Look, I felt when we were in the field, we were always sort of staying within the fight, you know. There was a stage where they were looking well past 300, I felt. They were about 170 for 2 or for 3 with 20 overs left and set a good foundation. But we managed to claw our way back into it and then restrict them to 300, which I thought was chaseable. Obviously, we needed to set it up front well, and unfortunately, I didn't take it deep enough. And then we just kept losing regular wickets, and you're never going to chase down 300 like that.
The batting has been the issue. Spin in South Africa, we shouldn't really be struggling as much as we are. Any thoughts on that?
Look, they're world-class spinners. We've come across them now 3 times, and after the 3rd time, if guys are still struggling to pick every ball, it tells something about the quality of the spinners. So I think you must give their spinners credit. They did bowl well, and they're landing the ball more often than not in a really tough area. So it's a bit of that and a bit of low confidence, I suppose, as well. But we're going to have to pick ourselves up and come back stronger, Joburg.
Maybe AB back for the 4th game?
That'd be lovely. Obviously, he's one of the best in the world, and it might just lift the spirits of all the other players as well.
Okay, the other thing is the Pink game on Saturday. South Africa have won 5 out of 5. Could that be the catalyst? You can't win the series, but to leveling it?
Definitely, and we're going to try our utmost best to win it, Polly. It's within our nature, South Africans, to keep fighting and to keep plugging away, and I've got no doubt the squad's going to keep doing that. A fresh face in AB will be quality to have, and like I said, hopefully lift the spirits of the guys.
Okay, hard lines again. Hope to see a better performance there on Saturday.
Thanks, Polly.
So that's the thoughts of Aiden Markram, the South African captain. Next we go down to the man of the match, and the man of the match for 160 not out was Virat Kohli. He signs the bat and hands it over to the Human family. And then once he's signed it, they'll present him with the Man of the Match trophy. And he'll come over and have a word with us. Take your trophy, Virat. Making a bit of a habit of this now. You're really loving batting on this tour.
Well, it didn't start off that well, but I knew I had to come in and get stuck in, for us to give ourselves a good chance to compete in every game. That's the kind of mindset I take into every game, and I'm really happy that it's coming along really well. Also in winning causes, which obviously feels very good. So, yeah, another pleasing day individually and as a team as well, so very happy.
Around the ball 160. How did the surface play? I mean, you seem to find your timing pretty well.
Well, I think it started off with good pace and bounce. I think the new ball was coming onto or hitting the bat rather, nicely and with pace. But I think after the 30-over mark, we suddenly fell with the old ball. The wicket got relatively slower, and it was a drastic change after 30. So we immediately cut down our target from 330 to around 280, 290, and then we ended up getting 300 plus. But yeah, you had to sort of adjust to the pace of the wicket in between, which is not quite the case, on these kind of wickets. But yeah, it got slower as the game progressed.
Okay, often in the dressing rooms you talk about one person batting through and one big partnership. As a captain, when you do it, how gratifying is that?
Well, it's amazing. Obviously, you look for someone to do it for the team, and if you're able to lead from the front, obviously it feels even better. So, another good partnership with Shikhar. I think he played outstandingly well as well. Striking over 100 initially, it was outstanding from him. And then, little partnerships, a few runs with MS, and a good partnership in the end with Bhuvi as well. So, look, I was struggling with a bit of cramp at around 95, but I knew I had to carry on, pull it out for the team. I had to get stuck in for us to get a good chance to get 300. And, these are the times when you're tested mentally and physically. And when you go through it, obviously, it's a very satisfying feeling.
Okay, change of game plan. Had to bat first today. Still managed to win convincingly. Talk us through that too, and the performance of the two spinners. You must just be so chuffed with the way they've gone in these first 3 games.
Well, outstanding. I mean, this wicket was supposed to not help them a lot, but I think they got the maximum out of this pitch. As I said, wrist spinners, if they pitch it right, they're going to get turn everywhere, on every surface in the world. And these two back themselves to the hilt. They might get hit for a few runs, but they pick you wickets. Again, 8 wickets between them today. It was outstanding from both of them. Yeah, we wanted to bat first. We wanted to change things up. We wanted to let them have the pressure of chasing a total down. So that worked out pretty well for us. They wanted to bowl first. We wanted to bat first. So our plans were to go with the same what happened throughout the game.
Okay, the next game is obviously the Pink Day. I think you've played in one, and they're quite special for us as South Africans. 3-0 up in the series, opportunity to close the door, done and dusted. The intensity, I presume, won't change?
I think it'll be more than the first 3 games. Having an opportunity, we can't lose this series anymore. So that's a huge boost for us already. So we're going to take that confidence into the 4th game, increase our intensity even more, to try and close that door, not let South Africa back into the game. I'm sure they'll come out all guns blazing in the next game to try and get one back. But we'll have our intensity more than these 3 games. And again, we're looking for someone to put their hand up and win games for the team. Luckily, it's a lot of people contributing at the moment. And that's exactly what we want in the next game also.
Okay, well, brilliantly played individually, and well done as your team. 3-0 up. We look forward to seeing you at the Wanderers.
Thanks, Sean. Cheers.
So those are the thoughts of the man of the match and the 2 captains. It's been an interesting 3 matches for South Africa. Struggling, but can they bounce back at the Wanderers for the pick game? Join us on Saturday to find out.
Now it's my job to remind you about the big game. Now this is the Pink Day. It is South Africa versus India. It is on Saturday. It's a day-night game as well on SuperSport 2. And just to remind you that we're on air at 12 o'clock and the first ball is going to be at 1 o'clock. So it really is a wonderful day. This will be the 7th, by the way, the 7th Pink Day we've had. And it is the 4th Momentum One Day International. And it is all about raising funds. Let's not forget that, raising funds and also raising awareness about breast cancer. It is for such a good cause. There are so many sponsors that do get involved. You can have plenty of options, by the way, throughout the day. We'll let you know exactly how to donate money as well. There'll be SMSs, there'll be all sorts of stuff. There'll be some websites you can get into. You'll be told all about that information throughout the day. But it's a wonderful day. It's a day also that South Africa play very well at. And so that's pretty important. And I just want to let you know that 1 in 28 South African women will be diagnosed with breast cancer at some stage throughout their lives. And I think it's a dreaded disease that has touched many of us, touched many families. But if it is detected early, there is a very good survival rate. And if they do treat it early, they can do very well with that. So it's a wonderful day. 3 million rand has been raised so far with the Pink Days. And the target for this one coming up is R1 million. And you have to wear pink. It's as simple as that. You pitch up in pink on Saturday, wear pink, get in the game. It's a wonderful entertainment day. You'll have lots of fun, but also it doesn't just start on the Saturday. It starts on the Friday as well. Pitch up in pink on the Friday at work, wherever you might be, shopping centre, at the schools as well. Let everyone know that you are raising awareness about breast cancer and that you are helping the cause, because all the money that's raised for that obviously helps lots of research as well. So it's really important, and I can tell you it is a fascinating day. So just again to let you know that 3 million rand has been raised so far throughout these 6 previous Pink Days of the Wanderers, and the target this time around is R1 million. The sponsorship from all the various companies that get involved is superb. They won't let any of us down again. Make sure you don't let us down either, and you get involved and make it a huge success. It's a wonderful day. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday, the 10th of Feb.
That is as good as you are ever going to see. Fantastically done. What a strike for South Africa. We'll never see one like that again. That is absolutely sensational. You won't see better than this.